everybody! You may be like me and have been noticing people beginning to mention JPFans and wondering what the heck is that? Honestly, I'm always skeptical about new brands and companies marketing themselves to small niche community like ours, especially after... JPFans allows for easy proxy shopping on multiple Japanese platforms. You can browse through their search bar or shop via their Lolita section on the main page. For months now, I've been searching for independent brand reviews about their service because my integrity and my word mean a lot more to me than getting free stuff. That said, when JPFans did reach out to me for a collaboration, I felt comfortable in agreeing to do it based on the research that I did myself. So the one thing that really caught my eye was the 60-day free storage that they offer. In comparison, Bai, which I had been using for years, only has 30 days worth of free storage. I definitely do not shop nearly as much as I used to, and in fact, the last time that I used Bai, my free storage for one item was ending within 24 hours, so I was rushed to ship that one tiny small item, and then literally the very next day, the second item that I was waiting on finally decided to show up. So then I ended up paying international shipping twice for two different teeny tiny items, which instead of being able to send them together just because I wasn't sure how long it would take for the second item to arrive and I didn't want to pay the storage fees. So thanks to JPFans 60-day free storage, I will never have to deal with that nonsense again. Regardless of the collaboration, I'm already hooked. Plus, as a bona fide phone poster, I was incredibly excited to try the app. First impressions of the app, it is incredibly user-friendly. Not only does it have a search bar that you can type in your keywords in English or Japanese, and you can toggle the actual language that it searches in. You can even copy and paste URLs to specific items on Mercari directly to the search bar to pull it up in-app. It even has a search by picture option. However, personally for me, I found the most accurate results just by using the keywords that I normally use while searching for items in the regular Mercari webpage. Not only can you use JPFans for searching through Mercari listings, but you can also easily look through several different websites through their app. If you're not handy at typing out and searching for things using Japanese hiragana and katakana, or Japanese phrases in general, when I scroll to the bottom of the homepage, it actually provides direct links to search words for a variety of Japanese brands. So I don't know if this is something that's on everybody's homepage or if it's just mine, because when you first sign up, they do ask you what items you're interested in buying. And for me personally, I only selected the J Fashion option, which leads me to believe that it is a little personalized detail on my homepage. So other people's may be a little bit different. But me personally, I thought that was super cool. You can even use the little heart icon to save various item pages into a little favorites folder that you can check back on later. So yeah, I think that's about it. So full disclosure, Candace right now has just made an order a couple of days ago. I got 4 things in total, and so now I think we're gonna time jump over to future Candace. Thanks, pass me, I'll take it from here. Hey everybody, so welcome back. I am super excited because today I'm finally going to be able to share with you all the super awesome goodies that I got using JPFans. So I will start off by saying JPFans is great, and it's a little bit of a horror story of my own making. Maybe my story will be a cautionary tale for you. This bad boy right here. I am so excited, and I can definitely laugh at myself now, but when it first happened, I was crying inside. Like I said, nothing to do with JPFans. This tragedy is of my own making. So let's get into this bad boy, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So what is this, you might ask? It is a super old Baby the Starshine Bright suitcase. I forgot about this. Oh my goodness. Isn't this the most perfect thing for somebody who has to travel out of state to actually attend Lolita events? And I completely forgot but it still has the tags attached. There is a little bit of damage that was disclosed on the original listing. So the white, I guess, pleather lace is definitely flaking a lot. But overall, it's in pretty good condition. I did notice though on the original listings that it did show that these little nubs have chipped and broken off, so I will eventually be repairing those so that the bottom of the suitcase doesn't get damaged. It has rollers, it has the top little handlebar, it also has that thing. It even has these clips to put it down to lock it in place. This is so cool. So Baby and like the different brands in general don't usually make stuff like this anymore, and it's such a shame because when they do sell things like this, I feel like even though it's kind of like on the smaller scale, like slippers and whatnot, they do always seem to sell out pretty quickly. So I don't know why they don't do this kind of stuff anymore. It's definitely a shame. So of course that's why when I saw this I jumped at it. Originally it was closer to maybe about $100 when I first saw it listed, but I had been following this listing for a while, so by the time that it was about ready to check out with all my other stuff, it was already down to about $60, so I jumped on it. And that's where the horror story begins. But I will save that to the end of the video. This is older Baby, Lonely Poodle, which I do have a Lonely Poodle bag myself. I've also seen another poodle that either is the same and they changed the name, or I don't know if it's completely different. If anybody else knows anything about it, please let me know. But there's other items featuring this poodle, but instead of being called Lonely Poodle Chan, its name is Sammy Poo, and either way I would love to get more Sammy Poo items. So we are gonna unzip this and open it like a treasure box, because that's kind of what it is. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. So as you can see, I have all of the items from my haul packed into the suitcase. But first off, so I don't remember what I got, so it's gonna be kind of like a fun adventure together for all of us. Okay, wait, so if this is this, then what is that one? This is a super old Emily Temple Cute OP. So I want to say this is called the Girl Print OP. I'll have the information for everything like over here. Wow, this is so cute. It's fully sheared. I have an older Emily Temple Cute OP that I love and I wear it quite often, which is also fully sheared, just like this. It's so cute. Oh my goodness. She has a little poodle print on her skirt. That is so cute. I feel like I love fully sheared items, not just as a plus size Lolita. Even from before when I was a lot smaller and I could fit into smaller brand items, I've always loved fully sheared stuff just because it's so comfortable. I really wish that brands would do more of this. Of course, I did get the newest fully sheared release from Angelic Pretty, which is in my last video. So while I was super lucky with this suitcase and it got marked down from about $100 down to $60, I was kind of annoyed because literally the day that I went to purchase this, the seller had changed the price from $75, which would have been a steal, up to like $115. I mean, I guess it's still good, but it's not as good of a steal. Actually, honestly, look at that. I could just throw it on over this blouse and this already looks so cute. So that makes me feel good about it, because even though it was a little more than I wanted to spend on an OP right now, obviously it will fit into my wardrobe. I'm so excited for this. I cannot wait to wear it out. Next one. Ooh. Oh yeah! I have no idea what brand this is, And I do see stuff like this floating around Mercari, and I'm not really sure because it's always described as overseas brand. But yeah, it's gorgeous. Just look at it. So I actually didn't get this for myself. I got it for my husband. His favorite dress of mine is actually the Innocent World Moon and Higabana dress. And our anniversary is actually tomorrow, so I'm super excited that this came in today. So now when we go out for our anniversary dinner tomorrow, he can wear something fancy to match me. So yeah, this is always only described as an overseas brand, so I'm assuming that it's a Chinese brand, but I don't know what it is. So if anybody has any information on this, please let me know. All right, next one is this little one. I'm pretty sure I know what this one. Whoa. Oh, I forgot. Oh, duh. I forgot that this came in a set of 3. So I have talked a little bit about it in the past that I do collect some Imai Kira Angelic Pretty postcards just because I am obsessed with Imai Kira's art. She has the most beautiful style. And even with her really, really sweet, cutesy prints, there's always, to me, something that feels like a little bit morbid. Maybe it's the way that she draws the face. Maybe it's because I have some of her more like creepy stuff from like back in the day. But I got these 3 Angelic Pretty postcards. So they did come in a set, but I will tell you right now, Princess Puppy is the one that I bought this set for. It did come with these other 2 postcards from a pretty recent series. Although at this point, I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep them for myself, end up selling them. Mostly, as a bona fide doggo girly, this was the main prize. This is what I was wanting. Obsessed. So, can't wait to have this hanging up on my wall. All right, this is the last package, which I'm kind of like laughing about. That this box is so large because the thing that's inside of it is not big. I'm not sure why the seller decided to ship it like this. I will say that it is only an extra $1 if you want JPFans to get rid of all the extra bulk and consolidate all of your items into one smaller package, which will help when it gets down to paying for everything, because generally a smaller, lighter package will end up being a cheaper price for shipping. I did not do that, however, because I had the suitcase and I knew that everything should fit in here anyway. I chose not to pay that extra price for that. I only originally paid the price to have the suitcase unpacked because I had plans. In my brain, I thought I was good. Well, that was a giant waste of space. But I saw that the newest issue of Spoon did feature Into a Dream Carnival on the cover. So when I did get this, I wasn't sure if I was actually going to get the dress yet, and just in case, I figured it would be good to have as many things featuring the print as possible, even if I didn't actually get the dress itself. But I did in fact get the dress, so now having all these little extra things featuring this print that I've been obsessed with this past 6 months, it just makes it all the better. Oh, this is so cool. I'm so glad that I ended up getting this. Yeah, so that is my haul. So I guess you're probably still wondering, so hey, what is your horror story? My horror story, because like every true horror story, is literally nobody's fault except for my own. It's the worst when you can't even blame anybody for it. I'll preface this by saying that when I was doing my independent research on JPFans, the only negative thing that I ever saw was shipping prices, which I thought was crazy because they literally have nothing to do with that. We are in like a global economic crisis due to multiple factors, and shipping just sucks no matter where you are, and there's nothing that you can do about it. You just have to accept the fact that sometimes things are going to be expensive when you order something from several thousand miles away. That said, when I first paid for shipping for this, I was quoted about $80. I'm like, yeah, we're good. Let's go wrap it up, ship this baby out. And then a couple of days later, I got a notification like, hey, so actually the shipping that you paid for, your package is too big for it. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, what's the difference? So I go back into the system and I see that they have all of these items on the outside, plus this, all in a box bigger than that, all put side to side. And it was $700. I was like, whoa, okay. It's cool, we got this. Can we have all of the items placed inside of the suitcase so the suitcase can be put into a smaller box on its own? You know, utilize all the empty space on the inside here. Everything will be it will be able to fit in a smaller box, and it'll be cheaper and we'll be good to go. So they're like, yeah, fine, we'll do that. They did that for me. A couple days later, I get another message. All right, package is ready to go. It's still gonna be over $200. I thought I was so slick. I thought I had this in the bag. I thought for sure, based on the measurements that were provided in the description for this item, that if this suitcase were to be put into a box, it would still be small enough to fit within the parameters to get the cheaper shipping. I miscalculated. The box ended up being only 2 centimeters too big to qualify for that cheaper shipping option. 2 centimeters. So I guess the moral of the story is just be careful. Just be careful. Got a visitor. I personally have not messed up that much since COVID. Back during COVID, I thought I got such a steal. I got 30 GLBs for only $10. I was like, I am so good. I just got the steal of a lifetime, because normally they're like a minimum of $30 for one. Shipping came around and I was faced with a $200 shipping charge. So 6 years later, I did it again, folks. My own worst Lolita horror story, self-inflicted. So yeah, it's funny to laugh about it now. And everything got here safely and wonderfully, and the staff at JPFans is super helpful, and my personal experience was amazing. And like I said, definitely having that 60-day free storage hold for your items definitely makes a big difference for me and my shopping habits. So thanks again to JPFans for collaborating with me. Like I said, I'm already an instant fan. I will be posting a link in the description so that if you choose to sign up for JPFans using my link, you will be getting $85 worth of shipping coupons and a coupon for 50% off your first Mercari purchase. I do not gatekeep where and how I shop to get the best deals. As somebody who buys J fashion on a budget, Japanese Mercari is probably the #1 site that I use to get my best deals. So go ahead and check it out, and check out JPFans to help you easily navigate the secondhand Japanese market. I hope you've enjoyed seeing my haul, and I hope you got a kick out of my shopping story. Bye!